these systems, maybe. I'm just going from here to Ecynth. When that pops. Just a wasteland to increase that. Also trying to explore as many places as I can before this red profits thing. That's part of why I'm not surveying much.
Blocker cleared.
And with that, extra pop growth. 3.51 pops. Let's see, district. Done just in time to more scientists. Which science queues on the second day of the month. Some number of months. Right. It's about time I do this outpost. Starting on it now. It's not actually in the nebula, interestingly. It's Enoch. It's gonna be a while to finish in this world, so. Yeah. That's fine. This, maybe there's something there in that class G star. Faith in science. One vision. Didn't this used to reduce some menus usage? I think. I thought it did in the past. Sorts of interesting things. It's probably going to be consecrated worlds now. Or what about transcendent learning? +2 science capacity, leadership experience gain. Give me a sec to consider ascension perks. Yeah, I'll just do this. You shouldn't get too min-max focused. And this allows me to consecrate worlds, which, interestingly, there was not even a single point of uni overflow from that. Can consecrate toxic worlds, and as Knights of the Toxic God, unless they change this, you can end up getting holy worlds only if you're Knights of the Toxic God. And unless it was changed, I actually have 2 toxic worlds in my home system. Be interesting to see if that was removed. I'd be annoyed. You can deconsecrate and reconsecrate something if you really want to spend uni to get that. Wish you could just spend extra uni to get higher consecration levels, but it's gonna be a uni sync for a while, consecrating stuff. Ah, crystalline asteroid. I bet I know what that is. That event, then. I mean, that anomaly. Just remember that. Life signs. Nine months till I get new selection of my things commanders. Get rid of this jack off. Hopefully someone who's younger and has a useful trait instead of Iron Fist. See how it goes. This is a toxic moon set up here, Hesuk. You get it's a toxic god thing. By the way, if you do the soul system version, the moon, like Luna, is a toxic world. And if I remember correctly.
We have detected an anomaly.
Colossal impact crater hints that something big collided with the surface. The moon once. Interesting. Didn't want to come back and do that. But let's save for a while. Let's save. It's always cool. Oh no. It's getting catastrophe. What? Let's sign the carefree guy. Do this. Us serve this. Yeah, it's the last thing in the system. Head back here, because probably bring Ecynth in my borders soon. Steering clear of those asteroids for now. Yellow means I've surveyed, orange means I haven't. Something like that. Increase my projection a bit. Another Corvette. Ooh. Yeah. Also need decent fleet for the red profit thing. I have to upgrade the reserve fleet soon. Don't need a huge one, but I'll need some.
System survey concluded.
Alright, let's no more anomalies. Let's see what this catastrophe was about. We did indeed discover life, but by our actions it has since been eradicated. The microbial creatures which live on the outer edge of the gas giant's atmosphere reacted poorly to our deep scans. These frequencies caused each creature's cellular structure to resonate, a fact that then cascaded and spread from gas mite to gas mite. Each was rendered inert soon after. We are now in orbit of the largest graveyard in the universe. Yeah. Anything be done?
Situation log has been updated.
This costs 2,000 physics. I don't remember what it does. I couldn't even find any information on it. Atoning for mistakes is a privilege for those with power. In this scenario, we must atone dearly. Disaster was horrifying, and our only hope is that our scientists can reverse the polarity of our deep scanners and potentially reunite the spark of life inside the gas giant. I'll come back and do that at some future point. I doubt that it's worth more than the next couple physics techs, but I will definitely want to come back and do that eventually. My way towards here with the suspicious crystalline asteroid. Let's put it that way. Sorry, if it wasn't clear, I've gotten this in a previous campaign. I never actually did the restoration project, so I don't know. And I couldn't find when I looked it up then what it does, so I guess this will be new for both you, viewers, viewer, whoever, what individual is listening to me at this moment. I'm sure there's more than one, hopefully, but... and me. It'd be new. The crystal asteroid, I have an idea what it is, and I need a fleet for that too. It's almost certainly related to the crystalline entities. Let's just put it that way. Keeping up for the most part with adding night jobs as my population grows on Anchor. Here. Still have some civilians. I don't want to add too many cities though, because I will want some civilians that I can just resettle to my first colony. Quest reward. A group of knights just came back from a long quest. Their spaceships are battered, and their power armors have seen better days. It was a grueling journey that yielded scarce yet precious insight about the talks to God. Despite the hardships endured, spirits are high, for they not come back empty-handed, and their stories will make fine additions to the chronicles. Excellent. I'll help with genome mapping. Let's start another Grim class Corvette. I'll probably need it. The Red Prophets here. Centuries ago, a group of radical priests and their devoted followers in Hesse Prime broke away from the established religions to form their own church. These extremists called themselves the Red Prophets and have been responsible for many atrocities and acts of terror over the years. Although they have kept a low profile in modern times, we recently learned that many of their agents have infiltrated our military. These renegades have secretly been diverting resources. That's why my alloy production is so low. From a roleplay perspective. To the construction of a small fleet of starships at a hidden facility on Hesse Prime. When their treachery is revealed, the cultists blasted into orbit on their ships and fled to Hope. That's world in the star system. They must be stopped, or we can learn to forgive them. You lose unity. You become owner of a fleet So you get 3 corvettes for a bit of uni, and you don't have to deal with this event chain, which can be annoying. Ah. All this, they must be
Situation log
stopped.
has been updated.
I'll add some excitement, I suppose. And hey, my reserve fleet can even be useful here. See if they come here near the starbase. What exact? No, they'll almost certainly attack this mining station. First, I'm just gonna have to deal with them. Mr. Defense gets a chance to lead some ships. And there, now hostile. Reserve fleet provides some tanks, some hits for the better ships. Probably won't lose anything. Probably. They rely mostly on armor, less on shields. And these have double armor damage and some armor penetration. Low tracking. So at least they have the right weapons for the job. So some more food and consumer goods. People get to, I guess, live the high life in exchange for working to further increase alloy production. Of course, once I beat this fleet, it'll lead to other ones spawning in other systems. I've seen this event chain before.
Engaging hostile forces.
Maybe this guy will level up after all these fights and get a useful trait. We'll see. Then I went up to fire him. Place him with one of the better leaders available very soon.
Construction completed.
Anchor and thinking Andor, like the TV series. By the way, that series is very, very, very good. I'll just take a moment to shout out to it. It is probably the best Star Wars series I've ever seen. Andor. Extra mineral, pop growth, research speed. FDL impact. Start surveying that. Cultist ship disabled. Our valiant space forces have skillfully disabled a ship in the Cultist Armada. It is mostly intact. We're picking up faint life signs from inside its hull. Once we've eliminated all threats in the immediate vicinity, we should conduct a boarding operation securing survivors. Maybe it will tell us more about the ultimate motives with red profits. Prepare the breaching charges.
Situation log has been updated.
Just need to use a Navy ship on. Disabled ship. Wait a second, did I lose? I did, I lost a bunch of ships in this fight. Ah. Stuff happens, I suppose. Like cultists. Maybe I should have built fewer, better ships. Lost 4 corvettes. There are 3. I'll board that ship later. Or now some of the reserve ships do it now. Actually. Yeah, combat computer, not with a science ship. Oh, advanced quest on a little bit. How long will it take to bring this back? In 20 days. That's quite a while. Okay. I have some work on my hands, rebuilding my fleet. So I can rebuild my power projection.
System survey concluded.
I want this thing. Oop. Ship's not doing anything. Whoopsie daisy. Mistakes made, I suppose. That's toxic worlds there. I suppose Knights be particularly interested in surveying. Oops. That one hadn't been surveyed. Cool. So this is going back in the search. And I'll bring this back to research the debris. Time. We're in 26 minutes here. Completed Minister of AI.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Indeed. Knowledge is the key to the universe. Sergio Labs. Unless that takes a while, actually. Nah. It's gonna be a while till I can actually deal with this 5 years. Now it's to colony development speed. I'm gonna do a colony for too long. I make colony ships, which I think requires administrative AI. And that I'll prepare the way for what is in this system. Eventually.
Construction completed.
Do the remaining mining station. And then I suppose after that I'll probably actually have to go back here for a little bit. Or, nah. Too long till I finish surveying that, right? Oh, no, it's gonna be a while. Mining station followed by return. Can't even afford to do the research stations right now, but it's definitely something of a slower start here with the new pop growth system and such. Of course, it could just be because I start in the nebulas and it's toxic god and haven't been expanding aggressively enough. Rare crystals. Oh, shoot. That was the default thing from that, wasn't it? Give me a sec. Yeah, so since I forgot to click on that, and there's a description of the event, I'll just read off to you guys. The asteroid around Ecynth 2, this is what it would have said, has such a perfectly stable orbit that it's easy to understand why our scientists thought it was placed there artificially. The trapped asteroid. Yet there are no conclusive indications of any propulsion systems or any other artificial marring. The only natural conclusion is that by some absurdly improbable chance, the asteroid got caught in Ecynth 2's gravity field. We've also detected some rare crystals on the surface of the asteroid. And how thoughtful is the thing when you select? There's only one option, so I didn't really mess anything up. Anyways. So I'm at like over 90 minutes here. Also I got the Habitable Worlds survey. We know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Hester Prime. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. Begin the Habitable Worlds survey. And chain. To survey 8 habitable worlds. But yeah, there's already 3 here I can do, and eventually I'm sure I'll find more. See, I should wrap this up in a second. I'm quite exhausted, but I doubt I can sleep, so maybe I'll do another sleep-deprived recording for you guys, even though I'm gonna have to lie down and rest for a while because I'm getting really lightheaded again. That happens when I'm on COVID. It's actually that even just sitting in a chair, my legs get somewhat swollen. I have to lie flat. So I think part of it, the doctor thinks it's dysautonomia due to the effects of long COVID on the brainstem. Yes, the brainstem. It's fucked up with long COVID, which sucks. Why am I surveying this, actually? Curiosity. Starboard 5. I'm gonna come back to that. I should just... There is this one last world, actually. Oh yeah, it's because it saves me time. So I should come back this way. Yeah. Trying to focus all my efforts on having this guy complete in surveys because I want him to level up quickly. Out of research. Sure, some of you don't like it. While we're doing it, definitely consider next flight. More scientists available. One with an architectural interest. One is adaptable. This guy is politician, archaeologist, destructive. A few commanders, and this one's a defense engineer. And of the authoritarian faction, which would be the happiest. This guy isn't getting a useful trait. I'm firing him, hiring the defense engineer. And Jill Murdoch, she, assuming that's a she, will be in charge of building some defense platforms here, because I do know from experience this trapped asteroid spawns hostiles if you mine it. Yeah, I should cut this video. I really want to see what happens with the all-up. That one counselor, and then I really need to go rest. So Iron Fist 2, useless. Politician or engineer, not the defense variety. And this makes him slightly better as a fleet commander, but right now I'm trying to focus on civilian buildup. Gains the politician trait. And he can go politics somewhere else because I'm firing him. I didn't even need to do that. I just felt like it. That's my roleplay explanation. He's gotten too into politics for someone in the military. And his politics are not of one of my governing ethics. Dismiss. Save the unity on the upkeep. Fire the Minister of Defense. Hiring a new Minister of Defense. Our enemies will garble force. Boom. Defense platform, hull points, and damage. This leader focuses on making orbital fences into an impenetrable wall of death against potential invasion forces. Certain defense, I guess, can also be on the fleet. I'm saving here. I will catch you folks in the next video after some rest. I'm going to need to store up some alloys because I'm going to probably build up a bunch of defense platforms here. Prepare to slay whatever's comes out of the rare crystal asteroid. Defense platforms are more cost effective than corvettes, especially when you can, you know, throw hangars on the defense platforms. Build the unupgraded ones first, probably, and then upgrade them a while later. Because it's like a random when the... So after the... I see alarming trends for the crystal asteroid. But anyways, I'll see you folks later. Take care of each other, be kind to yourselves, may you always find a guiding star to lead you home.